Listen, the Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show.
The Chicago Sky just endured yet another humiliating defeat, this time at the hands of the Washington Mystics, 103-86. And here's the part no one seems willing to point out. Angel Reese logged 28 minutes and notched a double-double with 22 points and 13 rebounds. Impressive on paper, right? Not exactly. The Sky were completely dismantled while she was in the lineup, with commentators even chuckling at her showing. Meanwhile, Mystics rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Irfan made franchise history as the first pair to each score over 20 points in a single game. The burning question now is Angel Reese actually hurting her team's chances? And what moments from the matchup made her the target of live TV humiliation? If you believe Reese is dragging her team down, drop a me bounds in the comments. Let's dive in.
Let's get it! Bang! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Bang!
Me bound, me bound, me bound, me bound, me bound, me bound, me bound.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound! Bang!
Let's address the obvious truth that's been staring us down all year. Angel Reese can pile up double-doubles until the stat sheet bursts, but the Chicago Sky continue to lose in embarrassing fashion. Their record is a dismal 7 wins against 19 losses, dead last in the playoff race, and 6 games away from even sniffing the postseason. And here's the kicker. This brutal 6-game losing streak started before Reese even returned from her back injury.
6 for 16. Shot 35%, 22 points, 13 rebounds, got to the free throw line multiple times, 11 free throws for Angel Reese, but the bloopies were blooping, and oh boy, here we go. All right, we go, right, easy open layup, and a stoink right off the bottom of the backboard, and we're just asking for a foul. We're asking for a foul. We throw the ball off the bottom, that's like the bottom side of the backboard, asking for a foul, no foul to be given in this current point in time.
The Washington game summed it all up perfectly. Reese's 22 points and 13 rebounds extended her streak to 11 straight double-doubles. Sounds great until you realize the Sky got blown out 103-86. That's a 17-point demolition where Chicago's defense fell apart, even with their so-called anchor on the floor for nearly half an hour. Washington racked up 52 points in the paint, exposing exactly how ineffective Reese was at protecting it.
Okay, new strategy, team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses! If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just got to applaud greatness. A me bound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Bang! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Bang! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
And here's where things got downright embarrassing. Mystics rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Irfan didn't just have good games. They made history. Citron exploded for 28 points, while Irfan added 22 points and 10 boards. These first-year players completely outshined Chicago's seasoned lineup, making them look like rookies themselves, and they did it on Chicago's own floor.
Listen, man, Kiki Irfan got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting, man. Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are trash. And Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by 2 rookie all-stars, and Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best young core in the league.
Coach Tyler Marsh didn't sugarcoat it post-game openly, calling out the team's inability to guard the paint, a clear jab at their interior defenders. Reese went just 6 for 16 from the field and picked up 5 fouls, which further blunted her impact. Sure, she made 10 of 11 free throws, but that means nothing when your opponent is torching you relentlessly on the other end.
First of all, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core, that's probably the best duo, period. So, during that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league, when she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star team. And boy, did they show why today. They took this matchup personal.
The Sky actually put up 86 points, 9 more than their season average of 77. Scoring wasn't the issue here. The real problem was a defensive collapse of epic proportions, squarely on the shoulders of those expected to anchor it. Give up 103 points and let rookies write their names into the history books against you. That's a defensive system in shambles. And it's been the story all season. Reese pads her personal numbers while the team racks up losses. In the end, stats without wins are just empty noise, which leads us to the most embarrassing moment of the night.
Spins on Reese, comes back. Yes, off the window. As she's saying, too small on the way back. Very subtly so, but she had the hand.
Want to see humiliation in its purest form? Try being hit with a too small taunt on national TV, with the commentators making sure the audience didn't miss it. That's exactly what happened to Angel Reese in the opening quarter, when Washington's Shakira Austin scored over her and delivered a savage gesture for the cameras. Austin didn't just beat Reese on the play, she sent a message.
Shakira Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points today. And that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked by 20 and 30 and 40 and almost 50. Bro, y'all are terrible. Something has to change. Something has to change.
This wasn't ordinary trash talk. Austin's move was a direct statement about Reese's defensive shortcomings, broadcast for the world to see. That single moment was the perfect snapshot of Chicago's rim protection woes and Reese's inability to rise to the challenge when it mattered. Austin went right at her, scored, taunted, and the broadcasters piled on, hardly the highlight reel a team's defensive leader wants.
Listen to this. We have the commentators that are actually laughing at this.
To be able to attack and finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it, locked. Give this one to...
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it, locked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious real quick.
And what made it worse? Reese's response, or lack thereof, instead of elevating her defensive game, she kept struggling, while Austin and the Mystics carved up Chicago's defense possession after possession. This sequence was a match in how not to answer a challenge, especially when compared to real defensive anchors like Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hull. Those players face elite scorers nightly, yet respond with poise and production. They don't end up on the wrong side of viral taunts because they know how to defend when the moment matters.
Angel Reese went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team is pitiful. Pitiful. And the sad part is, it's not like they have anywhere to turn. Ariel Atkins didn't play today, but she ain't been winning them no game. It's not, they have nowhere to turn. They went and made moves in the offseason as if they had a team to go out and win games and try to compete right now. Going and giving up your young draft pick for Ariel Atkins, going and getting Vandersloot, who's hurt. I mean, I just don't understand the direction they thought they were going in. But this has been malpractice from the management to the coaching to a lot of these players. Terrible.
But that taunt wasn't just about a single play. It summed up the entire contest. Citron's career-best 28 points came in large part because Chicago had no defensive presence inside. Ariffin's 22 points and 10 rebounds sealed the humiliation, as both rookies outclassed the Sky's veteran core while making franchise history. This embarrassment should have been rock bottom for Reese, but the week only got worse. The on-court collapse, with Reese at the center, was merely the prelude to an off-court clash with a WNBA legend, and the real explosion was about to happen on social media.
All of you all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm gonna try.
Instead of letting her performance speak, Reese fired back on social media with a cryptic post. Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. Think about that. She accused a 2-time MVP and 3-time champion of chasing clout, and this is coming from a player who runs her own podcast, constantly wades into Caitlin Clark controversies, and thrives on weekly social media buzz.
And Cameron Brink, I think, is, the unknown. So I put Cameron Brink on the C level, I think, just in terms of her kind of showing glimpses of what she's capable of. I think WNBA, with the space and her length and versatility, she's going to be able to have an impact on the defensive end immediately. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
When a 3-time WNBA champion publicly labels you a C-tier player, you have 2 ways to respond. Prove them wrong on the hardwood or start a battle online. Angel Reese chose the latter. Candace Parker dropped some hard truths on her new podcast, Post Moves with Aaliyah Boston, and Reese's replies spoke volumes about where her priorities lie.
I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
Parker didn't pull punches during her tier rankings. Placing Reese in the C category alongside Cameron Brink, she made it clear there was no personal vendetta, just an honest basketball breakdown. Parker posed the pointed question, which of the players I've mentioned would you take Angel Reese over? She was referring to true franchise players capable of carrying teams offensively, a list that apparently does not include Reese.
We have her reposting this. I'd be mad too if a girl who was beautiful, rich, famous, rich and famous, lifestyle of the rich and the famous. They always complaining. Shout out to Good Charlotte, man. They were a quality band. And well-liked among her peers, comes in, breaks my records, gets promotion, brand deals I couldn't get, and then has the audacity to steal my vet. I'd be bitter. Uh-oh, Angel Reese reposted that. And then Angel Reese puts out her own tweet. Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
And here's the ironic part, Reese calling someone else a clout chaser while her own brand has been built on controversy and online drama. Yes, Parker was promoting her podcast with Boston, but she was also delivering legitimate analysis. Based on stats and team results, even after backlash from Reese's supporters, Parker stood firm, stressing that her comments were about basketball performance, not personal dislike. Her comparisons to the league's elite only underscored how far Reese has to go.
A'ja Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defense Player of the Years, 2 championships. If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Nafisa Collier, she's up there with top tier with A'ja. Just her ability to play on both sides of the ball, pump fake, she's gonna make you choose wrong. I know you guys are gonna say I'm biased because I'm putting all 4s at the S, but the 4s run the league. Don't ever forget that. Brianna Stewart, the versatility, reigning champion from last year. She's got 3 of them things. I don't think there's any debate with that.
While Reese is busy sparking online feuds and stacking meaningless stats, other WNBA stars are showing what genuine, winning impact looks like. Caitlin Clark, in her rookie year, transformed the Indiana Fever into a legitimate threat. She made her teammates better, raised the team's confidence, and changed their mentality, all without demanding the spotlight 24/7. Lexi Hall improved her shooting and decision-making, while Kelsey Mitchell adapted her scoring game to fit alongside Clark's presence.
This is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's gonna raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she's gotta have a couple more years. So I'll put Kelsey Plum at the A level. 2-time champ, now took on the challenge to be #1 option in LA. I would say KP is definitely in that tier. I would love to put Sabrina Ionescu in that A range. She got that elusive championship. She's one of the best shooters in the WNBA, if not the best shooter in the WNBA.
The reality is, Parker's words perfectly match what's been happening on the court. Reese racks up numbers, while Chicago keeps losing and sliding out of playoff contention. Her defensive breakdowns and lack of offensive leadership make the criticism hard to dismiss. The question isn't whether Parker was harsh, it's whether she was right. And this season's evidence leans heavily toward, Yes?
And yet again, her fans have talked her into another one-sided beef. The other side doesn't know that they're beefing, but as far as Angel Reese is concerned, as far as the Reese's Pieces are concerned, oh, it's beef and it is on site. The last one-sided beef, you guys know. This current one-sided beef started innocently when Candace Parker was asked to ranked players who were clearly better than Angel Reese. The Reese's Pieces threw a temper tantrum, tagged Angel so many times, tweeted about it so many times, that now Angel Reese is convinced in her own mind, oh, this actually is beef. Candace Parker, you don't like me.
While
Parker's
Angel
critique
Reese
was
is busy
rooted in the
creating
same thing
drama
fans see
and
every
collecting
game.
empty
Reese's
stats,
inability to lead
real
a team or
WNBA
serve as a
stars
top
are
offensive
showing what
option. While
championship-level
acknowledging her
impact
dominance on the
actually
offensive
looks
glass,
like.
Parker questioned her
Caitlin
overall
Clark
value
completely
compared to two
transformed
elite
the
talents
Indiana
like
Fever
Caitlin Clark,
and made
Asia
her
Wilson,
teammates
and
genuinely
Nafisa
better
Collier all
players
ranked
throughout
higher.
her rookie
It was the
season.
kind of frank,
The
unfiltered
Fever went from
evaluation
being a
fans rarely
laughingstock
get from
to a
former
competitive
stars.
team.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
Heading into 2025, the teams built around genuine leaders and team-first players are the ones shaping the league's future. Organizations are prioritizing chemistry and shared success over empty X-Racing. Aaliyah Boston, Parker's co-host, embodies this, focusing on building a long-term winning culture with the Fever rather than clinging to social media relevancy.
Angel Reese is the double-double queen. They got the brakes beat off of them last night by the Minnesota Lynx. Angel Reese's double-double, I think 11 points, 11 rebounds, was meaningless and insignificant.
Then there's Sophie Cunningham, quietly contributing to winning basketball in Indiana without stirring unnecessary drama or calling out legends online. These players answer criticism by upping their game, not by throwing shade on social media. Compare Indiana's steady climb under Clark's leadership to Chicago's steady decline despite Reese's stats. And the picture is crystal clear. Real basketball impact goes beyond the box score.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar, not a female superstar. She is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
True WNBA stars achieve greatness by putting team success above self-promotion. Caitlin Clark's rookie season proved that leadership, impact, and unselfish play can completely reshape a franchise. The difference between authentic stars and headline chasers becomes obvious the moment you watch the games instead of scrolling timelines. One group builds championship foundations, the other builds controversy. Chicago's 7-19 record is proof that double-doubles mean nothing without wins. While Reese collects rebounds and Twitter arguments, players like Clark are making the league must-watch again. Real fans know the difference between spectacle and substance, between padding stats and building a champion. If you agree Reese is dragging her team down, drop me bounds in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss what's next.